Coming up on Daytime, a Valentine's Day recipe filled with love.
Married to a chef. Love language, above and all, is food. And I am no chef, but I have to find other ways to get to his heart.
Up next, we have a sweet recipe for love jam. Daytime will be right back. We're spreading love this Valentine's Day with a sweet recipe for homemade jam. Jenny Hales of Hales Black Brick Restaurant, who has wowed us with her desserts before, is here with a recipe for her love jam, as she calls it. Welcome back. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you, Maggie. It's so great to be here. It's always so much fun.
We know that there's a lot of love in your family.
Yes. Yes.
Richard and the girls. Yes. And you call this love jam. Why?
So, in honor of Valentine's Day, I wanted to share this with you. And, you know, married to a chef. Love language, above and all, is food. And I am no chef, but I have to find other ways to get to his heart. And my sweet touch is one of them. So I'm a home baker, and I've been making this jam for decades.
So it's called love because it's how you show love.
It's how I show love, and I better have some on hand all the time, or there will be fights. So.
And I'm sure it's made with a lot of love.
It's made with a lot of love, and it's very simple. The key is to have just the perfect strawberries, and we actually have good friends and customers of ours that own Wish Farms, and I brought those here.
Plant City, we have to support our local strawberry industry.
And it's strawberry season.
And it's strawberry season. That's such a fun thing to do with the family.
Yes,
is go out, do you pick. But sometimes I find, Jenny, you bring back so many that you can't possibly eat them. So this is a perfect thing to do with them.
Exactly, it's perfect, and it makes perfect gifts. And I'm telling you, the love just keeps paying. You keep paying it forward.
I love that. All right. I'm ready to learn how to make it.
So it's very simple. So the key is to, the strawberries cannot be overripe. They have to be just right. They can't be underripe or overripe, and those are perfect. So I picked a few out here. These are whole ones. This is part of the recipe. This is half, like a quarter of what I do. I usually make big batches, but this is a perfect size batch.
Okay.
And the key is, so you have to take the strawberry and you have to hull them. So hulling them is taking the middle out, and my girls love to do this. You basically take off the little green stem, and I use this little handy thing. It's a lot of fun. You kind of go like this.
I've never seen one of those.
See, isn't that fun? I know, it's a lot of fun.
Oh,
so
you can do so much with this strawberry.
It's so
all kinds of stuff in there even.
Exactly.
Chocolate.
Yes,
okay, cool.
Absolutely. So that's the key. So you do that, and then these are already ready. So you put them in the pan, and it's going to be a little bit hot. So they will start bubbling. And you let them all come to a rolling boil. You wait a little bit.
Does that pan have anything in it to start?
No, nothing.
No, okay.
No, just a plain pan. You know, I use obviously a bigger pan at home when I do a big recipe. But you just let it get to a high boil, like a rolling boil.
And when it gets to a high boil, what do the strawberries look like?
They start becoming liquefied, and then you'll see the jam start forming.
Okay.
So then after that, you add sugar, and it takes a little bit. So I put on music. I'm usually dancing in the kitchen or singing my heart out, and it's a lot of fun. Like you said, there's a lot of love goes into it. So you let it get a good stir, and it's going to take a little bit. It's actually a pretty quick process because I'll show you. There's a shortcut. The sugar helps it to become jam. So you add
what kind of sugar do you like?
I use organic cane.
Organic
and it's all
cane
in the
sugar.
Ingredients. Yeah, high quality strawberries, local of course, and then organic cane sugar. You give it, so this you're gonna keep stirring, stirring, stirring. You'll see it after about 10 minutes, it'll start bubbling. It's a nice low rolling boil. Obviously, it'll start bubbling up because of the sugar, but you don't let it get to bubble up.
So you have to, pay attention to it.
Exactly. So the key is keep stirring because there is sugar in it. You don't want it to burn. You don't want the flavor to change if the sugar burns.
And in the meantime, your kitchen is gonna smell so good.
It smells so good.
This smell,
it's fantastic.
It's
I love it. And honestly, I also make these for the holidays. Strawberry cranberries, a little bit of orange, a little bit of cinnamon.
Yum.
People love it. It's the best gift because people know that you make it by hand, and it's all heart, and it's honestly one of my favorite things to gift out in the holidays. So you keep stirring.
And there's no comparison in the taste between homemade and store-bought.
Not at all. Just ask Farron.
Farron's daughter Ezra, obsessed with Jenna's love jam.
Yes,
That's all she'll eat.
I have
Smart
more
girl.
jars for her. Yes, because she gets into little fights with her mom. Like, give me more jam. So cute. So you keep stirring, and then there's two more ingredients. It's very simple. This is pectin. So I like to use the liquid version, and you add this towards the end. And pectin is found in fruits and vegetables, and it's basically a stabilizer. It helps stabilize the jam because otherwise you'd have a kind of a runny jam, which isn't bad either because you can use that for sauces too.
Ice cream.
Ice cream. When it's nice and warm, you can just throw it in ice cream.
So pectin, which you can just buy at the grocery store.
You buy at the grocery store, yes.
Okay, and then one more ingredient.
And then the last is a little bit of lemon juice. Fresh squeezed lemon juice, organic lemons. And then you add that, and that helps to bring all the flavors together, and that's it. And you just keep stirring.
And look what it becomes. That's absolutely
beautiful. And that's what it becomes. This turns into that, and it's beautiful. And then you can them. You can have them so it could keep in the fridge for over a month.
Okay.
Even if you don't can them. I like to can them because I gift them.
Yeah.
Canning, you just put them in a can, and then you boil. You make sure everything's nice and sanitized, and then you get a tall pot with water, and you let it get to a low boil, 5 minutes, and then it'll last like 2 years.
Beautiful. Wow.
Amazing.
And then so many different ways to enjoy them. Thank you so much for bringing your love jam and sharing it with us today.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Happy Valentine's Day.
You too.
And we're going to post Jenny's recipe on our website. It's daytimeonline.tv. If dinner and a movie is your idea of a great Valentine's Day,